Why operational leverage is the most misused phrase in small deals. Introduction, the slide that always looks impressive. Few phrases appear more frequently in micro-private capital decks than operational leverage. It is presented as a virtuous mechanism. Revenue grows modestly. Fixed costs remain stable. Margins expand elegantly. Everyone nods. The phrase is correct in theory. But in small businesses, it is routinely misunderstood, oversold, and misapplied. This essay explores why operational leverage is often more fragile than assumed, and why invoking it casually in small deals is a sign of optimism rather than inevitability. The theory: fixed costs, rising margins. Operational leverage describes the relationship between fixed and variable costs. If fixed costs are covered, additional revenue drops disproportionately to the bottom line. In larger businesses with scalable infrastructure, this works reliably. In small businesses, the assumptions rarely hold cleanly. The hidden variable costs. Micro businesses often underestimate variable cost creep. Hiring ahead of revenue. Rising support requirements. Increased compliance costs. Technology upgrades. Revenue growth frequently triggers cost growth. What appears fixed in a model turns flexible in practice. Operational leverage depends on true fixed cost bases. Small companies often do not have them. Capacity constraints. In micro businesses, growth exposes capacity limits quickly. Management bandwidth. Systems scalability. Cultural cohesion. When revenue rises, reinvestment becomes necessary. Infrastructure must expand. Costs follow. The elegant margin expansion in the model becomes stepwise in reality. Operational leverage exists, but in bursts, not smooth curves. Pricing assumptions. Many operational leverage arguments assume pricing power. That additional revenue can be achieved without margin compression. But small businesses often compete aggressively. Discounts creep in. Customer acquisition costs rise. Without genuine differentiation, scaling revenue may require sacrificing margin. Leverage depends on quality, not just volume. Execution risk. Operational leverage magnifies outcomes. If execution is strong, margins improve. If execution falters, fixed costs become burdens. In small businesses, execution variability is high. Teams are thin. Processes are informal. Leverage cuts both ways. The psychological appeal. Why is operational leverage so attractive? Because it promises effort rewarded exponentially, margins expanding elegantly, returns improving without additional capital. It flatters the spreadsheet. It reassures the investor. But leverage is fragile. It requires discipline, timing, and restraint. Conclusion: respect the mechanics. Operational leverage is real. But in small deals, it is conditional. It depends on genuine fixed cost stability, strong pricing discipline, scalable systems, measured growth. Invoking it casually is optimism disguised as inevitability. Micro-private capital would benefit from treating operational leverage as an opportunity to earn, not an assumption to model. Because when leverage works, it is powerful. And when it doesn't, it is unforgiving.